wabarakatuh.
Walaikum salam.
His
How are you?
I'm fine, His Excellency. And you, sir?
I'm okay too. Alhamdulillah, fine.
Thank you so much.
Yeah.
His Excellency is Secretary General of the International Islamic Fiqh Academy. His Excellency, the President of the Islamic Cooperation Youth Forum. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, respected audience, all protocols duly observed. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
Assalamu wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
On behalf of the Islamic Cooperation Youth Forum, it is with great pleasure that we welcome you all to the signing ceremony of the Memorandum of Understanding between Islamic Cooperation Youth Forum and the International Islamic Fiqh Academy, which is taking place on this wonderful virtual space this day on the 4th of May 2021. Before we start, let me introduce myself. I am Idi Ahmed from the Republic of Cameroon, professional officer at the Department of Foreign Affairs in the Islamic Cooperation Youth Forum. To this end, we cannot go on without thanking ICYF and IIFA's team for sparing no effort in order to make this event happen. It is a feeling of joy that invades us at this moment. Ladies and gentlemen, allow me to mention that the International Islamic Fiqh Academy is an international Islamic institution for the advanced study of Islamic jurisprudence and law. The academy is based in Jeddah, Saudi Arabia, and it was found following a resolution by the Third Islamic Summit Conference of the Organization of Islamic Cooperation, which was held in Mecca. That called for the establishment of an Islamic Fiqh Academy. IIFA was established in June 1983 as a subsidiary organ of the OIC, and it consists of 57 member states and representatives. It is worth mentioning that the main aim of the Academy is to become the leading global jurisprudence reference in a bid to facilitate Muslim countries and even its communities to have access to clarifications of the positions of Sharia, legal rulings on issues that concerns Muslims and even non-Muslims, and to provide appropriate solutions to contemporary life issues derived by the Holy Quran. And of course, the noble prophetic Sunnah. However, the MOU due to be signed is aimed at strengthening the relations of cooperation and coordination between the two esteemed institutions in areas of common interest, especially in the promotion of cultural, economic, and social values among the youth. We at ICYF humbly believe that this signing of the Memorandum of Cooperation is an expression of high importance by the esteemed institutions. It is an indication that the issues faced by the youth are real and needs to be addressed at all costs. Distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, without further delay, I would like to invite Brother Abdul Salim for the recitation of the
السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته.
Salam.
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. إنما المؤمنون إخوة فأصلحوا بين أخويكم واتقوا الله لعلكم ترحمون. يا أيها الذين آمنوا لا يسخر قوم من قوم عسى أن يكونوا خيرا منهم ولا نساء من نساء عسى أن يكن خيرا منهن ولا تلمزوا أنفسكم ولا تنابزوا بالألقاب بئس الإثم الفسوق بعد الإيمان ومن لم يتب فأولئك هم الظالمون. يا أيها الذين آمنوا اجتنبوا كثيرا من الظن إن بعض الظن إثم ولا تجسسوا ولا يغتب بعضكم بعضا أيحب أحدكم أن يأكل لحم أخيه ميتا فكرهتموه واتقوا الله إن الله تواب رحيم. يا أيها الناس إنا خلقناكم من ذكر وأنثى وجعلناكم شعوبا وقبائل لتعارفوا.
Invite the President of the Islamic Cooperation Youth Forum, His Excellency Mr. Taha Ayhan, to please deliver his speech. His Excellency Mr. President, the virtual floor is all yours. Thank you.
Thank you very much, dear brother Idi. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. Your Excellency Professor Qutb Mustafa Sano, the Secretary General of International Fiqh Academy, dear distinguished ladies and gentlemen, dear brothers, dear sisters, I am most pleased and honored to be with you today in this very auspicious and prestigious occasion in this Memorandum of Understanding signing ceremony with our brother institution, International Islamic Fiqh Academy, which is one of the most important institutions of OIC and which is one of the most important institutions in this role. The International Islamic Fiqh Academy is celebrating the youth of OIC regions working to solve pressing challenges, playing effective roles in the betterment of their communities, and those utilizing their knowledge, experience, skills, and determination to shape a brighter and more sustainable future for all. On this very special occasion, I wish to extend my warmest welcome to you all for being with us today and express my sincere gratitude for His Excellency Professor Qutb Mustafa Sanobe for his efforts, readiness, and cooperation and support in giving hands to our youth to achieve and make the change with the power of their faith, knowledge, and inspiration of our Islamic values. Today is a special day for us. It is a wonderful occasion that brought us together for the youth who seek to find solutions and play different positive roles in the betterment and well-being of our communities, states, our societies, our environment. Those who work in the present to shape the future with their knowledge, innovation, commitment, leadership, experience, and determination to change always for the better. We should start acknowledging our youth as an essential partner in the sustainable development of countries and societies. As international organizations, we are responsible for this mission. As youth institutions, our role today is to further support and promote the positive role of youth in diverse economic, social, cultural, and many dimensions to reconstruct the positive image of our Ummah. Hence, our policies and projects need to address and focus on this very clear aim and acknowledge youth's positive roles in the respective communities and societies, emphasizing how their involvement for developing sustainable solutions for diverse security, social, and economic challenges adds meaningful added value to the overall development, peace, and welfare. Therefore, the Islamic Cooperation Youth Forum, ICYF, is committed to providing youth with the opportunity to ensure that they are not only the leaders of tomorrow and the great hope of today as well. Whether it is ensuring men and women have equal yet just access to education, improving abilities to strengthen youth leadership in civil society, business, and academia, supporting youth to make the right decisions, provide them with the tools of success in all domains, or providing youth entrepreneurs with the capital, know-how, and network to grow a startup. ICYF understands very well the importance of such projects and activities as they contribute to investing in the potential of youth and respond to the needs of OIC member states, as underlined in the adopted OIC Youth Strategy by the 4th Islamic Conference of Youth and Sports Ministers. Ladies and gentlemen, in this context, we are here today to create effective mechanisms and tools to bring visions and ideas closer amongst decision makers and youth. Today, the world is greatly affected by global and complex challenges such as conflict, terrorism, forced migration, insecurity, trade tensions, climate crisis, and now we are also facing with the COVID-19 pandemic as global family, with its very far-reaching consequences on the both and present and future economic, social, and political life of our communities. At ICYF, Islamic Cooperation Youth Forum, We are together committed with our esteemed member states and their support and cooperation to address the critical challenges of unemployment, health, opportunities, racism, Islamophobia, extremism, and so many other levels, while developing the potential of intellectual and leadership development, scientific and technological innovation, and the communication guided by a shared Islamic heritage, culture, and universal values. To face all those issues and problems effectively, our youth represent the main driver of development and nation-building processes. Our gathering today is also to ensure that youth are the leading minds and the pulsing heart of our communities and nations. The development of our communities and nations always begins with well-educated, well-rounded, and well-balanced intellectually and spiritually, sufficiently trained and motivated youth. We are proud to work with the youth around the OIS geography and to continue to understand their needs and aspirations better, and what strategies and projects can be devised to further enhance their potentials and capabilities for driving effective and positive policies in the OIC member states and nations. So as Islamic Cooperation Youth Forum, we have always tried to cooperate with as many valuable partners and international institutions to serve our youth to much better way. Today, I find it difficult to express my gratitude because I'm confident that we will together accomplish precious projects after this signing ceremony. This is because this cooperation will lead us to build and work and further develop our effective networks and partnerships to drive youth values, attitudes, and behaviors and positive contribution to their communities while strengthening their moderation, resilience, and balance, all in accordance with the necessities of time and challenges of technology and social media. My dear sisters and brothers, before I conclude, allow me to assure you that Islamic Cooperation Forum is prepared to continue working with the concerned authorities in the OIC countries and beyond towards the betterment of youth, and also implementing joint programs to consolidate the position of youth as a constructive partner in developing a culture of tolerance, community engagement, social cohesion, sustainable development for their countries and the world. I pray Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, Allah Almighty, to bless our partnership and grant our success in our new programs and projects. Before I conclude, allow me to assure you that ICYF will remain as committed as ever before in continuing to work with the OIS member states and institutions. Once again, I would like to congratulate IIFA team and our ICYF team for their good work in bringing this remarkable ceremony together. May this occasion help us work together towards our common vision. May Allah the Almighty grant us success in all of our programs and future. Last but not least, my best wishes to you on this holy occasion of Ramadan, especially as progress through the last 10 days. May we all be granted immense guidance, mercy, forgiveness, and salvation, and immeasurable blessings and barakah of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala in these special times. And I want to congratulate your Eid and Bayram in advance. Thank you very much for joining us. I thank you all for your kind attention. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
Alaikum salam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
Ameen, ameen. Thank you very much, Your Excellency, Mr. Saha, for your insightful speech. And of course, our work could not be possible without your valuable partnership. And we, the youth, are hopeful and determined to overcome all the challenges. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, let us invite now His Excellency Prof. Qutb Mustafa Sanu, Secretary General of the International Islamic Fiqh Academy, to please deliver his keynote address. Your Excellency, the future space.
Thank you very much, Brother Aidi. Mr. President, brothers and sisters, Dr. Fadila, all the participants, Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. First and foremost, let me be thankful and grateful to Mr. President for enlightening us and giving us such ambitious program and activities and actions that have been put forward in order to make sure that the youth are not being neglected, are not being left behind. I'm thankful and grateful to your committee and our committee also at the level of IFA for working hard and making sure these things was, it here was a dream, it became reality. a few months ago or a few weeks ago, we were talking about it, and finally it became something which is real, and it became something that we are proud of it, and certainly we'll be working harder to make sure the contents of this MOU becomes also something, a model for those institutions that are willing to work hand in hand with ICYF. To the Fiqh Academy, ICYF is very dear to our heart because we do believe in youth, and we do believe that the future is in the youth. We do believe more that we will have to do whatever we could do to make sure that the youth will always be there in the center of anything we do, because the youth will be more demanding as of now. Look at the situation where what they are going through. There is a need for us as an academy to be at their side and to work harder to make sure that we'll be guiding them, I will be giving them proper and correct informations and interpretation of the Islamic teachings. The youth are being the target of every single project you do have. People who are doing the program for the development, for the progress, for whatever they do, the first target is the youth. Then we want the youth to be at the level of its responsibility, at the level of the expectation, and then we want them to be equipped, to be prepared to take over what they are expected from them, and to make sure that they will be successful. We want them to be agents of change, but positive change. That change will only occur if from the beginning we make sure that they have been well guided, and they have been taught, they have been given the attention that they needed. The youth need an attention from us, they need attention from the policy makers, they need attention from every single aspect of our life, because they are our future, and the future of the Ummah rely on them. So therefore, there is a need for the Ummah to make sure that they think they are working harder, and then they are entitled, they have been given all kind of consideration. They have been protected in terms of their thinking, the way of thinking. They have been protected the way of their acting. They have been protected in whatever they do in their life. And that will not be possible if we do not work hard together. We do not give hand to hand. We do not make sure that we complement each other. We give support to an organization which is very inspiring, like your forum. Because today your forum is to be, we cannot just deny that it's proven to be one of the forum, one of those the agency has been hiding, which been leading, which been working harder to guide the youth, bringing the youth together. It is an obligation upon us. From our legal point of view, when you talk about the Islamic Fiqh Academy, we have been entrusted by the OIC members that will have to respond to the call, to the demands of our state members. We have to respond to the demand of the Muslims community all over the world. We have to be in the middle of everything we do, and we'll have to make sure that we will be giving the true teaching of Islam. That will be there, will be going against all these false teachings. So all of those people are willing to hijack the minds of the kids, the youth.
Ustad Sano, your mic is muted.
Sorry for that. I think I don't know who is making it. We have to make sure that the youth have been protected. We have to make sure that the youth have been given that consideration that I did say. The IIFA will have to work harder to make sure at the level of thinking, at the level of understanding of the principle of Islam, the teachings of Islam, that will have to be there, clear. That we do not want the people to hijack, we do not want the people to intoxicate the thinking of the youth and bring them in the areas that which is not going to be advantageous, which is not going to be beneficiary to them. When we talk about this in Fiqh Academy, in our next sessions, we'll be having special issues about the youth, about the future of the youth. We do mean by the youth from here, from the childhood of these young people. Today we feel so sad and so disheartening when we see the children in the streets, when the children have been utilized in some of the areas. There have not been the education, have been neglected. They are not been given the chances. The youth have not been given the chances to go to attend the schools that they need to be there. So when we see this thing, we will have to call upon our policymakers in the state members, the OIC, to make sure that the youth are given that consideration. So in our session, we'll be paying special attention to this one, and then we'll making sure that our future rely on this in the youth. And then we have no choice, but we have to make sure that they have to be successful. The success of the youth will depend on us. We will have to work as you are doing right now. You are doing a portion of the responsibility. We at the academic level, we will have to do our part of it, because we'll have to clear and then we'll have to give all this important informations as far as the teachings of Islam are concerned. So I'm not going to take much of your time, but I would like to ensure you that we'll be there with you. We'll be giving all kinds of support you will need it from us. That will be there and trying to defend the youth at all levels. We will be defending them at the level of our resolutions. Our resolutions are compulsory for the state members. We'll be defending them at the level of activities. We'll be giving the priority to the youth. For instance, we are going for to have the database for these young scholars, thinkers among the youth should be invited in our sessions, should be invited in our conferences, in our seminars. We want them, male and female, to come to assist, to be there. We want the young ladies and the younger men to come over, and then we want them to participate. Do not look at the Fiqh Academy. This is meant for the old people. No, it's meant for you people, because you get too old because you were young. So we want the people young from the beginning. We want to bring a lot of them within our sessions, within our conferences, within our workshop, and we'll be very much looking forward to having a workshop with you with ICYF as far as with the youth issues are concerned. So we'll be there for you. Please, you may count on us, and we can count on you at that level. We'll be having we are expecting to have our 25th session, and that will be, you will be invited for sure, and I will be calling upon you to propose to us some of the youth to attend it, because I want them to see the scholars in the Muslim world, how they do think, and how to manage what the discussions, the debate, the resolutions that we are making, and how they come out about this. We are talking about the youth from the two genders. In academy, we do not differentiate between the two. In academy, we want to make the promotion of both. In academy, we want the youth to be in the center of our preoccupations, because the old people who have already made their life, they need to get people who will take over when they are no longer here. We need the young people who will be leading and who will be really guiding the new future generations. That one will have to make sure that you have proper educations, and we have proper educations that you needed to do when your leadership time will come. Then you can embark on it without having fear, without having the problem to do this one. So we are very glad that we are signing this one with you today. I was insisting, I was telling to Madam Director of Women Affairs, Lady Sada, you have to make sure that we have to finish, we have to make sure that we'll sign this in MOU. This MOU is very, very important to us. It's important to you, and it's important to us because we want to move forward with you, and we want to make sure that you will be part of our activities. You'll be part of our programs. Believe me, we want you to be sitting side by side to our learner scholars around the world, and then you will be seeing them, and you'll be meeting them, you'll be communicating with them. your programs, your activities, the problems that you are faced with it will be in the center of our concern, in the center of our contribution to find a solution and get the resolution to that problems that we are faced with. Our resolutions will have a portion of it will be definitely guided, will be oriented to that areas and make sure that you people will be benefited. So do not hesitate. If you do have some questions you would like to forward to us, you want it to be handled by the Fiqh Academy, then we'll receive it. And when we receive it, we'll reply, and then we'll include it in our agenda. The Fiqh Academic session, it is annual one, which should be hosted this year by one of our Muslim country. There we receive from all the OIC members or OIC state members, as well as the organization, the institutions, the subsidiaries, that they have an issue they wanted the Fiqh Academy to pronounce or to have some position about it, that will be given that one. So do not hesitate at any time. As I did say, Madam Sarah will continue to follow up this MOU, and every single activity you have highlighted, you have decided, we'll make sure that we'll have a KPI. I do believe in KPI, the key performance indicators, that will be at the end of the year. We'll have to ask ourselves, were we able to achieve what the objectives that we have made, we have put in this MOU. We do not want to send the MOU just for the sake of signing the MOU, but we want to have programs, we want to have activities, and then we'll make sure that programs and activities will take place. And then you and us will see tomorrow and the day after tomorrow that it was worthy to have such kind of MOU, and that could be a model for other institutions might be willing to come and join us in this journey. So thank you very much, Mr. President, and thank you to your team for being so kind. And I'm happy that you are having all these young ladies and men around you, and definitely the success, you have no choice, you have to be successful. And I will be there to give you all the support, whatever you will need, in order to make sure that you will be successful. Thank you, Dr. Fadila, for facilitating and communicating and doing all of this and working hand in hand and to make these things a reality. I'm happy today that we are signing it in the last 10 days of Ramadan. May it be blessed, because we are living in the blessed days, and that blessing should include this MOU. They will get more barakah from it, and then we'll be proud of it after year after year, and then we could call upon others to follow us and to do what we have done and what we will have to do for the sake of the youth, for the sake of Ummah, for the sake of our religion. May Allah bless you, and may He accept us in these days, and may He accept all our prayers, and may Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala protect our youth. You are our treasury, you are our future, you are the future of the Ummah, but you are even the future of the whole humanity. So we trust in you, and we trust in your capacity, we trust in your determination, and you trust in your engagement to be an agent of change for the Muslims and for the world. God bless you. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
Alaikum salam, and ameen, ameen, ameen. Thank you very much, Your Excellency. Yes, indeed, the youth needs your attention and that of the policy makers, and we are definitely agents of change, inshallah. I would like to just thank you once more for your inspiring words and support, and of course the reminders. And your work could not be possible without your valuable partnership. And today in this joyful event, we are pleased to renew this engagement with your esteemed academy. Ladies and gentlemen, in the meantime, while the virtual stage is being prepared for the signing ceremony, allow me to invite two young, distinguished people who will share with us the challenges the youth are facing at this moment, and also how digital and information overload has impacted our spirituality and our daily routines. Their speeches shall reflect also the importance of the Memorandum of Cooperation that is due to be signed by both esteemed institutions. Now, we are pleased to invite our first speaker, Ms. Sena Nur Fatma Oscar. Please, Ms. Sena, the stage is all yours. Thank you.
Thank you. Excellencies, distinguished guests from the IIFA and ICYF President and team. Ladies and gentlemen, Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah. It gives me a great pleasure to be present on this occasion of signing Memorandum of Understanding between ICYF and the International Islamic Fiqh Academy. I am a junior international relations department student, Sena, from Istanbul, Turkey. At the same time, I am doing an internship at ICYF. I am delighted to be here today at the signing of an agreement to formalize and deepen the partnership between these two organizations. This agreement is a critical achievement in continued cooperation between Islamic institutions. This cooperation is also a great opportunity for the youth. MOU can be a great asset to improve relationships between ICYF and IIFA. That's why signing an MOU is greatly beneficial for institutions and youth. Therefore, this MOU will establish a common intention for future commitments. This will provide a strong framework for future dealings. It's very precious to have institutions that take special care for Muslim youth. As a youth, I need to see cooperation amongst institutions. Also, I strongly believe youths are inspired by this kind of cooperation. With this MOU, ICYF and IIFA agreed on several different types of principles. This cooperation is also crucial on youth issues from an Islamic point of view. Ladies and gentlemen, I would like to highlight a few priority areas of this partnership. According to the Memorandum of Understanding, the parties agreed in principle to cooperate on issues about the role and contribution of faith and spirituality to the lives and well-being of youth and to the preservation of values, marriage and family institution as clearly emphasized in the OIC Youth Strategy. We live in demanding times. In today's world, young people have to face lots of challenges, especially if they are believers. A lot of youth in OIC member countries face an expansive range of problems in all spheres of life, ranging from economical and political difficulties to social barriers. It is hard to protect our values, live with faith, and maintain the well-being of youth. Occasionally, maintaining harmonization and cooperation is challenging in Islamic geography. There are lots of different voices in this area. However, our source is exclusive and identical. We have to be aware of this fact. Thus, OIC Youth Strategy has become essential to achieve objectives. OIC creates a joint framework that will enable cooperation and support among the member states in different ways, such as economic, cultural, and political, that can improve the quality of life for young people. Also, it develops new frameworks to enable young people's political and social participation and integration in their life journey. Through this article, our two organizations will cooperate on issues regarding finding solutions that Muslim youth problems which they face. Muslim youth have big potential. This potential will emerge under the leadership of institutions. Taking into account of all of this, it will be easy for us to preserve our values while engaging in developing our communities. The parties agreed to cooperate on youth spiritual and educational developments while strengthening their moderation, resilience, and balance, all following the necessities of time and challenges of technology and social media. It's substantial to catch the necessities of time. In a globalizing world, with each passing day, technology is developing. As a result of this progress, social media is completely settled into our lives. Especially for almost 2 years, our lives swinged something unusual because of the coronavirus pandemic. All we have to realize our daily life activities virtual. With changing the world order, we have to adapt ourselves to the spirit of the time. Additionally, the OIC Youth Strategy establishing sustainable policies in technology to support young people to build and lead satisfactory and significant lives. With this article, the issue of the development of youth has gained importance once more. Islamic institutions should be more active in the training of the youth. These institutions can arrange events, workshops, panels to train and inspire youth. They may give education to youth in every respect. We as youths are leaders of the future. Therefore, Islamic institutions should give due consideration to us. This MOU will ensure that importance given to the education of young people will increase. I look forward to the events that the two organizations will organize for the youth with collaboration. In closing, I would like to express again my sincere thanks to our presidents of ICYF and IIFA for making this agreement a reality. With goodwill, clear ambitions, and a strong commitment to work together, I look forward to the next steps towards our common goal of betterment, more success, and protecting the values and well-being of all of our organizations and for youth. Thank you for your attention.
Thank you very much, Ms. Sen, for your speech. And yes, indeed, we need to adopt the spirit of time and adopt with the challenges we are facing. Without further ado, ladies and gentlemen, please, I would like to invite Brother Uthman Abdul Majid Al-Zenani to please present his speech. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. Thank you. Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. Allahumma aqimna bil-haqq wa ala al-haqq. Distinguished guests from the International Islamic Fiqh Academy, ICYF President and team, brothers and sisters, Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. I'm very honored to be present on this occasion of signing Memorandum of Understanding between ICYF and International Islamic Fiqh Academy. My name is Uthman and I study at Ibn Khaldun University in Political Science and International Relations Department. As an involved person in many youth activities, I would like to share with you a glimpse of our reality. Repression, racism, identity confusion, backwardness, poverty, lack of education, atheism, extremism, Islamophobia, and the list goes on. These are just examples of what youth are facing in our modern days. Youth are coming across these challenges on a daily basis. And unfortunately, many young people fall into the traps of these challenges and become unable to contribute positively to their communities. You may also the thousands of young people who got drowned in the sea while trying to migrate, or faced or heard the high numbers of young people who are losing their faith, or came across groups of people, young people who were trying to promote homosexuality and the destruction of family structure. All aforementioned challenges did not stop on the outer level. It also penetrated the young Muslim soul, resulting in depression, severe anxiety, and psychological fragility. Can all these be received as a natural consequence of our deviation from revelation? Allow me to give you a metaphoric answer. Imagine that in intense battle, there were two warriors. One is holding a shield, and the other has empty hands. Which one do you think is more capable to protect himself and the community from the deadly arrows? When a Muslim neglects his connection with Allah and abandons the path of goodness and happiness that has been clarified in Quran and Sunnah, he turns to a warrior with empty hands who receives the painful arrows without any solid protection. So, what to do? Can we face these challenges while we are separate? Would our efforts be effective if we face the challenges separately? Previous experiences and current situation show the lack of effectiveness in separate efforts of facing these worldwide challenges. It's important to revive the Islamic teachings when facing challenges. The Islamic teachings show the importance of cooperation and urge humans to cooperate in goodness and virtue. يقول الله عز وجل وتعاونوا على البر والتقوى, and cooperate in righteousness and piety. And also tells us in the famous Sahih Hadith of the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam that we are just like one body. When one of the limbs suffers, the whole body responds to it with wakefulness and fever. Therefore, the cooperation between Islamic youth organizations and all active workers in this field becomes an Islamic duty and a social demand. I would like also to highlight an important detail that the aims do not differ, but the means do. One of the scholars had said that we are living in an era that expanded our nervous system due to the technological revolution, meaning that youth has being raised in an open and connected world. Thus, to establish a connection with young individuals, new means such as platforms, social media, online events should be prioritized. Nevertheless, it's crucial to recognize that the information explosion facilitates access to an extraordinary amount of information. Yet, it hinders the acquisition of real, well-organized knowledge that can be based on our ulama's accumulative experience and guidance. Hence, what young people need today is specialized, distinguished, and trustable ulamas who are also close to the youth language and equipped with today's tools. Programs that hold the faith spirit and foster intellectual independence with a comprehensive training in the face of current challenges are much needed to reconstruct the shield that can protect the youth and future generations. And as one of the young people who witnessed the shaking of many principles and lived that struggle of rapid changes, I'm full of hope to witness a blessed step of cooperation between two of the most important organizations for the Muslim youth, a cooperation between ilm and amal, knowledge and practice. In this ever-changing world, this kind of corporations come to lend a hand to youth in better learning of the past, understanding of the present, and planning for the future. I ask Allah to reward all the efforts and please our hearts with seeing the fruits of this valuable cooperation that will enhance youth's spirit, intellects, and practices. Thank you. Jazakumullahu khairan wa ahsanallahu ilaykum.
Thank you very much, Brother Uthman, for that splendid testimony and speech and also reminder. Ladies and gentlemen, without further ado, we have now come to the last part of our program, which is the signing ceremony of the memorandum between the two esteemed institutions. So without further ado, I would like to invite His Excellency Prof. Sano and His Excellency.
I just want to say one few words, basic small comments before we move to the one. I'm very thankful for these two young people who have spoken. The lady Sena and this brother Uthman. I'm so happy to hear you talking about knowing that we are faced, and you are faced especially with a lot of challenges. And then the challenges in the nature, you have to turn them into opportunities. Never ever give up, never ever get desperate. And I do believe in you and believe in your effort, and you believe in your intellect, and you believe in your education. You had a chance to be living in 21st century. You had the chance to be born in this 21st century. So you have access to all of these means of knowledge, tools of educations. You have where you call it today, social media, where you could make use of your own sources, your own intellect, and make your own choices that you will be. Nevertheless, that you will be in the road faced with a lot of challenges. While you have challenges, you should have in mind that I must stand firm. I must stand up, and I have to trust in myself, and I have to believe that I can change. When you take the case of Muhammad al-Fatih at the age of 19, how could he establish what we are calling today the empire that could last for all of these centuries? So we want so many youth to grow up in that way. And I'm happy to hear that getting solution to the problems, you must know the problems first. You must acknowledge, you must accept that the problems are there. Then you will have to find the ways and how to go about it. I did say in my speech that we want this MOU to be more practical, functional. The president and myself will be working hand in hand to make sure that every single activity we have promised to carry on, we will carry on. Believe me, you will see that one from the next few days that will have to go. And then we have enough talks, we have enough discussions, enough meetings, enough seminars, but the time will be, which is left for us now, is left for actions. We want the actions on the ground, and that actions will have to be taken by you, by me, by everybody. And I do believe that we will succeed at the end of the day, inshallah. So thank you very much. You have really given us hope that we are dealing with the youth, that the youth who is responsible and who is willing to face the challenges and turn them into opportunities. That is what we need today and what is needed from you, which is expected from you. And I'm sure and certain with the support and the assistance, whatever you do, we will be given to you. We'll make sure that you will be successful. And you have no choice to be successful. You have to be successful. And the success is in your hand. And do not hesitate to contact us, to be in touch with us, with the academy, with the ICYF, which is meant for you, and then to make sure that your success will be a reality. And it has to be. I believe in that future, and that future is coming. And it should be coming through you, by you, and from you. Thank you very much. Thank you for taking something extra.
Thank you very much, Your Excellency, Prof. Now I would like to kindly invite Your Excellency, Prof. Sano, and of course, Your Excellency, Mr. Taha, to please proceed to the signing of the Memorandum of Understanding between ICYF and IIFA.
Okay, I'm signing. Thank you.
Congratulations and thank you very much.
Thank you too.
May bless our efforts, inshallah.
Okay, you're welcome. Thank you. Thank you. God bless you. Thank you. Thank you so much.
Congratulations to IIFA and ICYF for signing this Memorandum of Understanding.
Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, we have now come to the end of our session. It has indeed been a lovely occasion, and I cannot finish my remarks without reiterating my deepest gratitude to His Excellency Prof. Sano and his team, and of course to His Excellency Mr. Taha and his team as well for making this event a successful one. Now more than ever, we need our youthful population to co-lead the road to recovery for the OIC region and why not beyond. That said, ladies and gentlemen, may Allah accept our prayers during this last 10 days of the blessed month. Have a good day, and we are hoping to see Prof. Sano very soon here in Istanbul or inshallah.
Looking forward to seeing you two over here, next to Haram, straight away, inshallah.
Inshallah. Inshallah. I don't know if His Excellency Mr. Taha has something to say before I close the floor.
Thank you much, dear. Thank you very much, Your Excellency, Professor Dr. Mr. Sano. Thank you very much, dear Sena. Thank you very much, Brother Osman Bey. Thank you very much to our Kari Bey and all the team, both the Fiqh Academy and the ICYF team. I hope this is not a result, but this will be a starting point of our fruitful cooperation. And I wish all the blessings to all my brothers and sisters. And have a happy Bayram and Eid al-Fitr, inshallah.
Thank you very much. And assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
Thank you. Thank you. God bless you.
God bless you.
Bye. Bye. Thank you.